welcome everybody to another book review here on North Wind Reads. I'm your host, James. Today we are going to be reviewing the third book in Will Wight's Cradle series called Black Flame. It was pretty good. So, imagine you're unlocking power so dangerous, even your mentors are terrified of you. Black Flame is where not only dragons, but dread gods and deadly ambition all collide into one cataclysmic events, plural. And it's one of the most explosive entries in Will Wight's Cradle series. Now, I'm gonna go into the next thing. Here we go. I just gotta say, thank you for making it this far. I mean, you already know this series is like a mixture of Naruto, Avatar: The Last Airbender, and Chinese cultivation fantasy. And if you've read the previous two books of the Will Wight's Cradle series, you'll know that Black Flame is where it's gonna hit on that next level. So this is generally going to be a spoil-free review. I'm going to try not to spoil anything for you. I'd rather you pick up the book physically or digitally or audio if that kind of works better for you. But we'll just kind of talk about this. So let's talk stakes in general. So we're kind of discussing world building at this point. So in Black Flame, Lyndon, as the main character, isn't just trying to survive anymore. You know, in the first two books, he was trying to survive everything. He was just getting by the skin of his teeth. And he's been training in this technique that's actually considered forbidden. And it's dangerous. It's nearly impossible to master. This is called the Black Flame Path. Ergo, the Black Flame Book 3. So we get more of Yeren. Yeren, we kind of slowly got introduced to her, but we didn't really know her backstory. So she continues on her path, and it's both deadly and loyal. And Athian, I apologize if I kind of butchered that name. This man is like a mystery wrapped in smug charm. And he's always like 3 steps ahead. And he knows it too. He knows he's 3 steps ahead. He knows this for a fact. So the action scenes, wild. I mean, imagery on par. The training arcs are intense. It's like if you ever watched Demon Slayer and the Hashira training arcs. It's a lot like that. And as I mentioned previously about the whole world building, it expands really quickly. But in the first 2 books, it's like really like small, kind of like slowly start. And then book 3, it expands a lot more and a lot more quicker pace, which I kind of like. I kind of like this slow progression. And it's not only like from the sacred arts, but it's also from the ancient clans to like the looming threat of the dread gods. Who are the dread gods? How powerful are they? What are they going to do? And it all sorts of like starts to take shape here in Black Flame. If you're into power scaling, so like if you're kind of into that type of stuff, and meaningful character growth and martial arts inspired magic systems, I mean, Black Flame's gonna grip you pretty hard. I mean, there are gonna be some chapters to where you're gonna finish a chapter and you want to read the next chapter because it leaves you on a cliffhanger and you don't know what's gonna happen to the character or what's gonna happen in this sequence of events or what's gonna happen with the dread gods or what's gonna happen. Yeah, it kind of keeps you going. Now, we're going to kind of talk about themes and depth. So we kind of went over the kind of intro. We went over the spoil-free review. Now kind of go into like the themes and the depths of this particular book. So this book isn't just about like getting stronger. It's about choosing why you want to be strong. For revenge, do you want to get at your opponents who have wronged you for years and years and years? Do you want to do survival? Do you just want to live to the next day? Do you just don't want to feel like, you know, that it's over? You just want to survive to the next opportunity? Or is it for the people you care about? Why do you want to become stronger? And this book kind of really goes into these 3 different questions. It's kind of interesting how it does it. So Lyndon in this particular book, he starts building his own identity. Really, he does. And the decision he makes in this book changes everything. Everything. So, yeah. You'll also see like hints of something much bigger coming. Like you can tell it towards the end that something's bubbling, something's happening in the background that we, the reader, are kind of starting to piece together, but we don't have all the pieces yet for the puzzle. So that kind of brings me to this next portion of like the scope of this series starts to widen. And it's clear that Will Wight is playing the long game, especially in this book, that it's not just like, oh, we got all this character development and we're going to go straight to the end. Bye-bye. See you later, folks. No, it's like playing the long game and ensuring that you are invested in the series itself, which I think is absolutely awesome. So next will be my final thoughts. All right, so the moment of truth, folks. So, yeah, let's have my final thoughts on this book right here. Okay, so Black Flame. Yeah, it's where Cradle in general goes from like just a good series, like it's a good series, I can read it, you know, to like a great one, to where you can sit outside. I got the blinds closed because the sun's not peeking out. You know, you can just sit outside and read it, and you know, just enjoy the outdoors and enjoy the different images that compile when you're reading the book. And like overall, the pacing, the character development, and just the sheer creativity of the Sacred Arcs just makes this like a 5 out of 5 read for me. Like, this is really good. I enjoy it. I enjoy it when they hit different points and they make me invested in the book series, especially when they like really hammer home on events that have been transpired in the first 2 books and really make it shine in the next one. And it kind of makes it shine to the fact to like, it allows you to see that there's going to be more upcoming. And I like that. I like that anticipation aspect of it. So if by chance you haven't read any of the series, go back to Unsold. Unsold is the first book. But if you're on the fence about continuing, I mean, let's say you're on book 2, right? And you're like, I don't know if I want to get book 3 or not. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I got a bunch of other to-be-read books on my shelf that are piling and piling and piling. I gotta read through those, right? Of course. I gotta say, like, Black Flame is the one that that will just pull you in for good. Like, once you start reading Black Flame, you're not going to be reading any of the other books on your to-be-read file. I'm being honest. That's what happened to me. I mean, I started reading Black Flame and going, you know, I'm just going to put this down. I'm going to start reading up. Nope, didn't happen. I found myself picking up Black Flame and then reading it. So, yeah. So, I got some questions for you. Just out of curiosity. Like, have you personally read it? And let me know your favorite moment or character from Black Flame, if you have. And also if you think Linden has what it takes to stand against what's coming. Again, not going to spoil it for you, but if you know what's coming, please don't spoil it for others. Make this a spoiler-free zone. And I'll catch you all in the comments for the next book review as I review book 4 in the Cradle series by Will Wight. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and ding that bell icon to be notified of my upcoming book reviews when they come out. So thank you all for your attention and time, and I look forward to seeing you again real soon.